great one. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning. Tyler's just come back and there's a tree blocking the driveway. Yeah. Well, a tree branch, isn't it? There's that, it snapped clean off there. We're going to have to get some people out here in the morning with some hacksaws or chainsaws and cut all this out. I've tried moving it, there's no way that's moving, that's far too heavy. But there was a bit of wind yesterday, weren't there, Ken?
Around 8 or 7 when we were having dinner.
A bit of blustery wind. It's been a long, hot summer day as normal, but towards the late afternoon there was quite a bit of wind. Like just blustery wind, nothing out of the ordinary. And we never heard nothing. And it's now 1 o'clock in the blooming morning. Just up here is the end of the road. That's the highway just up there. So flipping heck, that is totally unexpected. What are you, Tarzan?
Yeah, I am Tarzan. I'm the British version in the Filipino Tarzan.
Oh dear.
It's pretty cool to see things like this happen though.
Well,
see it happen, but the aftermath.
You see this kind of thing back in England, but normally it's the result of a bad storm.
We saw something like this in Balay.
What have you got there?
Mango.
Oh.
This is mango.
Yeah, she's stealing.
Ken seizing the opportunity to get some fruit.
Yeah.
So this is part of a mango tree.
Yeah. It's a mango tree.
Oh, here we go. Now, missing one has fun.
Oh well. Well, there's nothing we can do because we don't have any hacksaws. So.
Superman or the Hulk.
How many people live down here, Ken?
In Kampong.
Yeah, or down this gravel drive.
Oh, how many house? 1, 2.
You ain't got to be exact, just sort of like rough figure.
Around 10 families.
Yeah, so probably about 10 families live down the end of this gravel drive, and this is the only access to it. So tomorrow morning there's going to be a few people here, certainly with some of their saws out, trying to cut this tree up.
Pretty cool. What do you say to myself?
I will tell Michael to bring some.
That's it doesn't look rotten at all.
Maybe just.
I think just the overtime from gravity. It got so
Imbalance.
heavy that it just broke off.
Could be. It is pretty heavy.
We cut the other side and then this one.
Oh, I've got tree stuff on my hands. Ah.
That's someone's house just here, although the house here, yeah, no one's actually living in it. It's sort of like being renovated. But that's the main gate entrance to this house. So that's covered in tree. Blimey. You wouldn't even know a gate was there at the minute. So. There was just enough room to squeeze Tyler's bike past that tree around the side of the sugarcane. We've got a full moon.
Tomorrow is the full moon.
Oh well, that's the excitement over. Right, well, if we can get here tomorrow and if the guys turn up with the hacksaws and whatever to cut that tree up and get it moved out of the way. Otherwise we won't be going anywhere. Well, if we do, we can't get the car out, that's for sure. We'll have to get a taxi if we can't get the tree moved. Morning has broken, 5:30 a.m. We're in for a bit of manual work now with a blooming wood saw. Luckily Ken's brother-in-law has got an axe, to lend a hand as well. So we'll see how we go. It's going to take quite a bit of chopping to get this moved out the way. Cool, finally. Oh, that's enough excitement for one morning. There we go. Totally clear again. A lot of mangoes going. Just here, there's internet cables that have all been pulled down with a branch, and they're kind of hanging through the tree, so I don't know whether they're affecting our internet or not, but there's a high possibility the internet may go off shortly. If there's one thing I've learnt about the Philippines, don't trust the trees no matter what the weather. Well, you'll be able to make a mango shake later.
No, this is green.
Flipping it, Ken, you are
This is very sour.
you are absolutely sweating. The sun has definitely started to rise, and next stop, take a shower. Yeah, it's been like over 3 months now with next to nothing in the way of rainfall. This El Nino phenomenon that's going on, it's causing severe drought now here in Mindanao. This deep well is the only source of water that's left here. I don't know how much water's down there, but if that runs out, we're screwed. Basically, we'd have to go and buy water in tanks from the town if they've got any. So and this is the only way I can get a wash at the minute. And flush the toilets and everything like that. It's getting pretty desperate, so we're really sort of like hoping for some rain soon. Anyway, this water here, this is so I can get my wash this morning, and also this is life out here. It wasn't like this last year. Last year when I come out here in April, there was like thunderstorms nearly every single day, torrential rain. The stream over there was actually quite deep, loads of water in it. The stream is completely dried up now. There's nothing left, just a bare, dry riverbed. And so it's a far cry from England where you just turn the tap on and expect water to come out. It just doesn't happen like that over here. Right, I shall just get a wash and then we'll pop down the driving test centre. Big day, Tyler. Looking forward to it. Are you nervous?
At the start of the driving test, I was pretty nervous because I haven't driven a manual car in quite a while. But now, yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm confident in my ability because it's not hard. Just gotta, how's the word? Gotta just learn the biting point, muscle memory.
Yeah. I'm sure once you're in the car, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, cool. I'll see you at the test centre then.
See you later. Oh, it's hot.
Well, here we are, the Quick Learn Driving Centre. This is where Tyler took his theory test some weeks back, and he wasn't allowed to actually take his driving lessons because he didn't have an ACR card, which is his alien certificate of registration. We have that now, so we're back here again to see if he can take his lessons. He's in there now doing all the paperwork, and the actual instructor is giving him a little talk and showing him around the car he's going to be driving. I believe the guy is going to actually drive Tyler to a quiet piece of road to let him start his driving before he actually gets on the main road and starts driving in amongst the traffic. I really do not know how the system works here. In England, you would basically take your theory test, which is an online test like multiple choice. It wasn't like that back in my day, but that's how it is in England. And then typically you would probably have about 20 driving lessons, and then if your instructor felt you were good enough to go take your test, he would apply for your test. You would go to, in my case it would be like Peterborough in Cambridgeshire. You would take your test and you'd either pass or fail. If you passed, great. If you failed, you'd probably take some more lessons and then put in for your test again. Or some people these days, they'll just go for like a week's course, just pay a certain amount of money, and that'll be it. But here, I really do not know how it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my mouth shut and wait till Tyler's done a few of his lessons till he's finished, and then we'll sort out what's what. No, it's okay. If you can take a little bit of video in the car, that would be great.
Yeah, but do you want some like outside clips of the car?
Well, I can do if you want. Okay, I'll follow you up for a little while. Okay.
Okay.
Figure 1, bring our car here. The second reference point. Your side mirror is aligned to the flag. While turning right, monitor your side mirror here. This one. Distance. This does the right. Do not move. Do not put the cone very near to your wall. Figure 1, 2, 3, straight backing. Then estimate your reverse wheel. So that we can enter the bay lane. After other car near. So estimate so that if you open your wind door, you cannot hit the other car.
Do you know, it's been so many years since I took my driving test and lessons. It's all flooding back to me now. They're doing the parallel parking and like I think they're going to get to the 3-point turn in a bit. But he's learning to drive in between two cones which represent cars, and he has to get in the centre of them cones so that he can open his doors without hitting the cones, so to speak. So all good stuff.
So just wait 5 months. 5 months. The law is 18 years old. 18. Oh, he can start SP 18. Then wait for another 1 month and 1 day for the license.
Cool, excellent.
So he can go.
Nice little smash up here. Mitsubishi Mirage hatchback. I actually asked the guys in the garage opposite, and they said this Toyota Fortuner has nothing to do with them, but it's in a right bloody state. Flipping heck, look at that door pillar, B pillar. Holy crap. Smashed window at the back. God only knows what happened to this. They're cutting that back tyre. I would say that's 100% a write-off. There again, here in the Philippines, who knows? Pasta carbonara. I said to Tyler, I've got a couple hours to kill while I'm waiting for you. So you do the driving, I'll do the eating. Cheers.
Drive a manual car here.
We're going to Quezon, Bukidnon. Okay. You're on 4th gear?
Yep, 4th gear.
Yes,
Just
you're on
going
4th
60
gear.
kilometers.
And 60 kilometers per hour. That's enough for rolling. Yes.
Getting very excited now. He's on his final lesson, so I'm waiting in anticipation to see what the result is. I've got my umbrella up because it's flipping warm, so I guess all I can do at the moment is watch the traffic go by. Hooray! Tyler's in the driver's seat. Hello!
Hello, Dad.
How you doing? Nice day for a driving lesson.
Huh?
How'd you do?
Leave that to the instructor, Dad.
I'll let you guys get on with it. I won't disturb you. Just want to say thank you, sir, for taking time for his driving lessons. It's much appreciated. I'd rather, like a proper instructor like you, teach him how to drive properly, rather than just get in a car and risk it by himself.
Bro, gignan ko siya nga keep calm. Kaya age niya, agresibo pa mo drive.
Lagi.
Just
Mas kasino.
sa car.
So at the very least, we've got another subscriber.
Yeah, subscribe Alan Howat.
Dagan salamat.
He's exploring Philippines.
Okay, well thank you everybody. See
Melody.
you again. Bye. Thank you. Bye. 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 Thank you. So Tyler, congratulations. I'm well proud of you. You passed your Filipino driving test today. I'm so happy. I'm just wondering, Now that you've actually drove a car, a manual geared car on the road properly, which I guess is your first time since you've been doing these driving lessons, how did you get on with the actual driving of it? Mastering the clutch and the gears and all that?
Well, I must say the Nissan Almera, it had 123,000 miles on it, and the clutch wasn't too bad. The bike point was flipping really awkward, and trying to get the, well, whether it was just me, I don't know, but putting the gears in, mainly first, just, I would not go.
Oh, I see.
I can't really describe it, just so tight. But it was alright, I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to set foot in another manual car. It's not a shitbox, to be honest.
You'll have to understand that a lot of cars that are used for training people to drive, they do get a lot of abuse. So I don't, especially over here, I wouldn't expect it to be perfect anyway. But it's kind of like you've mastered using a clutch on a motorbike and using the manual gears, and now you can do it in a manual car. So, which is great. That's what it's all about, really. So I'm happy for you. You can now drive a car and you can drive a motorbike. What about your instructor? He seems a really nice guy.
Oh, the instructor. Honestly, he was like the most perfect instructor. He just, his intentions were clear, the tasks he gave me were clear. He always helped me whenever I was doing something wrong, always corrected me, always told me what I should and shouldn't be doing, told me when to change gears, change down a gear, when to keep left, keep right, everything. He was flawless and he deserves 10 pay raises, and he was great. I couldn't have asked for a better instructor.
I'll definitely second that, because as I was actually there and I was watching him and he was explaining to you what you had to do, he was very particular about getting all the details correct. So yeah, he was very good, very clever guy. Anyway, Tyler, there's a Red Horse beer for you to celebrate later. You don't have to open it now if you don't want to.
Yeah, I'll sit for that.
But I'm going to. I actually think that the Red Horse is better than the San Miguel Light. So that's if you want to open it, it's up to you. This
I'll
beer
sip that.
is just right.
Nice and sweet.
I will say, I know this is a totally different country to the UK, but there does not appear to be any kind of provisional driving licence over here. And the way this worked out is you're 17 years old. Legally, you cannot drive a car at the moment, and you won't even have your licence at the moment. You were able to pass your theory test. After you got your ACR card, they allowed you to take your driving lessons and your test. So basically you've taken 8 hours tuition in 4 segments basically, driving in a car. After the 8 hours, if the instructor deems you to be fit enough to drive, that's it, you've passed. So there is no separate examiner or anything like that. He just does his lessons, does his 8 hours driving, and if the examiner says, yep, you're good enough, that's it, we're giving you a licence. And that's basically it. So,
Well, it wasn't really 8 hours, was it?
well, I mean, it's the fact that they allow 8 hours, but if you do the tasks they set you, like the parallel parking and all that really quickly, and you do it fine and they're happy and that you're competent doing that, then they'll move on. And if you sort of like got plenty of time at the end of it, then I guess you just go for a little ride around or something like that. So it's all worked out well. It's a very easy way of them tuitioning you over here. That's all I can think. In England, it's quite a procedure and drawn out to actually get your driving licence. You've got to apply for a provisional licence first before you can even start driving. So although you've passed your test, you can't actually drive a car until you're 18, so he's got to wait 5 months. After 5 months, there'll be 1 more month and 1 day, then they'll issue you your student permit and your driving licence.
I think I have to apply for the driving licence after I get my student permit.
Yeah, but you haven't got to take a test again.
No.
No, your test is all done. All he's got to do is send in the paperwork for his driving licence and it'll be issued to him. So his lessons and tests are all complete. So it's like doing it ahead of time and then get your licence later as soon as you hit 18. Bizarre, but I'm not moaning. I quite like the idea of it all.
I reckon some people in England would say, oh, I never want to do my driving test again. The instructor is shit. All this blah blah blah. But I genuinely, if I could, I would retake it.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
because it's so good. It's a good, like, a positive space. It's just fun.
The people over here, a lot of businesses that I've been around and people I've met over here, their whole mindset is so different to what you find in the UK. It's like they're more than happy for you to come along with a camera and film what they're doing so they can put it on their social media and they can promote their business. They're all for that over here. Everywhere you go, even if it's a pizza parlour, they want you to film them. It's great. I love it. So, but anyway, well done, Tyler.
Thank you.
You've only got a few more months to wait, and then you can jump in a car and you can literally drive around the Philippines totally legal. Excellent.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm going to be journeying around Bukidnon.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
No,
dreaming of it already. I can't wait.
Right. Well, that's basically about it. So I guess there's a good point to end the video. So take care out there. Have a good event, everybody, and we'll see you in the next one. Adios.